Alright guys, hello. Welcome again to another episode of Coaching Chats. I'm Ryan. We've got Simon in the corner, Adam in the other corner, and Jules in the other corner. It's a square, if you didn't know. Well, we'll kick it off as per usual with Simon's favourite section, the section where he just gets some uninterrupted talking time. Simon, are you ready to rumble for your minute? Or are you going for 2 minutes this week? Are we progressively overloading you?
Stick to a minute.
Stick to a minute? Your minute of pure gold starts now.
Nothing much exciting happened last week. Obviously, I was in bed pretty much the whole week, so I got plenty of sleep. Did lots of business admin. Worked maybe an hour on Saturday. Dealt with public transport on Saturday too. I'm not one for getting on the train. I got the train from my house to Frio and back, so I could have a few drinks, which is pretty good. What did I do yesterday? Yesterday I did some adulting and bought a frying pan for almost $500, which was pretty cool. You guys are going to hate this, but I don't know if you've noticed in the background, I'm currently holding all the liquid chalk for ransom. Because there's someone at the Wembley gym. So I don't know who that was, but they've cost everyone at the gym being able to use the liquid chalk. So it is at my house until someone can step up and clean Wembley gym. That's about it from me today.
That was the worst 1 minute of Simon talking I think we've ever had.
Did he make the full minute?
That was only painfully.
I retire. This is my last week.
No, it's not. You're doing it again next week.
I retire.
No, Simon. It's everyone's favourite section because it's at the front, so everyone gets to watch it. That's why we put it at the front. Adam, how was your week, mate?
Yeah, my week was pretty good. Had to pick up some of the slack because Simon was in bed. But no, I enjoy working in the morning, so that was good. And then went and watched. I had basketball coaching yesterday, and then went and stayed back and watched some of the boys I've been working in the gym with play. And Nick, who's 14, threw down a couple of dunks, which was pretty sick. Yeah,
a couple of dunks.
Yeah, I don't know what they feed kids these days, but those 14-year-olds are massive.
Freaking dunking it. Jules, did you dunk it this weekend?
No, I did not dunk it. I'm not a very good basketball player at all. But
did you dunk some donuts?
As a matter of fact, I did dunk a few biscuits. I was telling Simon this morning. Didn't have a great week last week in terms of productivity, I guess. Every time I had a 2-hour break, I just took the opportunity to nap. And then I kept waking up with like 15 minutes before I had to leave. So I got fast food a couple of times. And then over the weekend, I thought I'd already had such a bad week that I should just go balls to the wall. So I ate bad all weekend, drank a bit of alcohol and stayed home and just rested. And now I feel good. I'm back on the train.
Excellent. Well, I have a story for you all from last week. So the week before, I was obviously on holiday. And then I came back. So every time I come back from holiday, I get like terrible night's sleep because I'm paranoid that my alarm's not going to go off or something's going to go wrong. And I'm going to miss the gym in the morning. So Monday night, go to bed, make sure the alarms are on. But I think I went to bed at 8:30, what's my normal bedtime. 8:30, in bed, clean as a whistle, having a great night. I wake up, I look at my phone, and I think it's like 4:50 and I've got to go to Frio. Get in the car, chuck my stuff on, run out the door, panic everywhere, get in the car. I'm not driving, I'm not panic driving, I'm not speeding because I'm a responsible human, but I'm panic driving a little bit. I'm going, I'm going to be late, people are going to be at the door, because everyone gets there bang on time / early. And I'm like, oh God, I'm going to be late. And you know how you nervously flitter and look at the clock? So I was doing that the whole way down, going, oh my God, I'm so late. And then on one occasion, I looked at it and it said 10:50.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Did Annika not wake up and be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Annika never wakes up. She's a freaking. I'm surprised she gets up for work. Like, she's a rock. She can't wake up for anything. I make coffee and stuff like that. I could grind a coffee beans, and she wouldn't wake up. And our apartment is literally like a quarter of the gym size, I think, probably, like realistically. So like, big achievement by Annika. But yeah, guess how far down I was by the time I realised it was 10:50.
Oh, is this actually a challenge? I'm going to say that you were at, geez.
I'm going to save it for the quiz.
Okay, sounds good.
It'll be the quiz question. So yeah, what a time to be alive. And then the next question is, do I just sleep at the gym or do I go home?
Go home always.
There's also a quiz today.
Well, it's your swag in your car.
No, my swag's not in my car. No. And I could have picked that up this weekend because I went to Katanning, long way away Katanning. Very nice place, long way away. Annika's sister has my swag and I forgot to go pick it up this weekend. And I was there. So what a time to be alive. Thanks for reminding me that, Simon.
You're having a worse week
After
than
you
me.
got home.
After I'm now home for a day, you could have reminded me beforehand. Please send me an email next time so I remember.
Why would I know that your swag is in Katanning?
You know everything about my life. You hack my messages, I swear to God. But yeah, that was my story.
No, I'm scared I might see.
Pictures of dogs. It's pretty much what you're going to see nowadays. But yeah.
Anyway, it used to be pictures of you on the shitter.
The food pictures do sometimes come out, yeah.
Simon brings no class to the podcast anymore.
He's always just dropping these bad words. Yeah, that brings me to our topic for today. What is, Simon?
I don't know.
What all our training programs currently look like.
Exactly, Jules. Thank you very much for that beautiful segue. So, guys, at the moment, everyone's programs are looking schmicko.
Yes.
That's what they're looking like. So, Jules, what are you training at the moment?
So I'm focusing on trying to fix my shoulder a little bit still. It's come a long way since it was really bad. Now it's feeling healthy and looking a lot better, but it's not 100% yet. So trying to do a lot of rehab type exercises and wind back the amount of weight that I'm lifting, especially with my upper body. And always I'm trying to grow the pins. So still hammering the legs twice a week.
The armpit, obviously.
But yeah, I still structure my program like an idiot. I have all this knowledge inside my brain. I use none of it, and I still train like a Sunday league bodybuilder. So let's go.
Jules, big question for you. Are you going to do SB911 with me?
I'm actually keen. I'm keen.
Let's do it. I'm going to build the program this week, and we'll do it next week. We'll do it from there.
Okay, cool. Make sure there's 21s in there.
Well, no, you're gonna buy Joe DeFranco's program, and we're gonna continually do it.
Upselling me? Is this a
and we're gonna
pyramid
do
scheme?
it. We're gonna do it together for legal reasons.
Okay, yeah, sounds good.
But you're gonna go buy it and support Mr. Joe D and Smitty himself. Adam, what are you training at the moment? Calf raises?
Yeah, I've been a bit lazy with the calf raises. I need to do that because my left calf is non-existent.
Your left calf. I saw it last week. I think it's a week away. A week away gives you perspective on like how people's bodies are doing. Like you just get a little bit of a shock reaction. I was like, oh my God, your legs disappeared.
Yeah.
Now it's only twice the size as mine.
I think there's a legitimate chance that I might come out of the boot and have a smaller calf than Jules.
Let's go.
Because now, like when I was standing in front of the mirror the other day, and like every day, like I'm having to use more and more of the Velcro strap. Like it's just getting smaller and smaller. And I'm standing in front of the mirror and I'm looking at my calf, like both my legs, and the mass of my right calf, I think might be bigger or might be wider than the boot on the left. Like it's that bad. So it's gonna be interesting. So I need to do some calf raises on my right to stimulate something in my left because not much is going on.
So what are you doing at the moment? Because you obviously can't train your leg.
Yeah, I've just been doing
But what are you doing? What's the structure around it? What's the process?
Well, in terms of like my rehab stuff, what I can do at the moment is just I take the boot off a few times a day and do like active range of motion, which I've got not much at all. So just trying to get some of that back. A little bit of proprioceptive stuff. So like once I have the boot on, I'm pretty well normal, like in what I can do. Like I've been doing some balance work just to get some proprioception back in it, which is quite a struggle. And then just some like basic strength stuff. So just a few like light squats, some like lunges and stuff.
Is that in boot or is that free of boot?
Boot? In the boot. I can't load it without the boot yet.
Yeah.
And then I see the physio again later this week. But then the rest of it, I've just like I had a significant amount of time off just any training for a while. So just trying to get back into, just build some just general strength in upper body as well. And then just some single leg work on my right side. So just trying to keep up some level of strength so that when I am able to come back and do a little bit more, I'll be better off for it.
Awesome. Sounds good. Simon, you are once again trying to complete the program that you can't complete. How's it going, mate? And tell everyone about it. It's a doozy.
Well, obviously I was sick last week, so I'm having to redo.
You gotta restart again.
I'm not restarting the whole program. I'm restarting the block. So I'm in the third block. So it's a 15-week program.
Whose program is it? Give them a shout out. I'm sure they're listening.
Christian Thibodeau's Performance Beast program for bobsledders, because I really want to be a bobsledder. So I'm in, I'm currently in the week 9 to 11. So it's one of his intensification blocks. And
The block that always gets you.
Sorry?
It's this block that you always have to repeat.
Yeah. Usually something always comes up. So obviously I got sick last week. So I got 3 weeks of this, and then I'll have the 3 weeks of, he's called it realization, where you kind of go through.
Why the freaking hell did I bother doing? Why did I do that block again? Why am I doing this again?
No, the idea is that you PB in 5 RM, 3 RM, and 1 RMs over the course of the 3 weeks. So you do your front squat, power clean, back squat, and bench press. Yeah, so that's the whole.
Front squatting and back squatting.
Yeah, and power cleaning and bench pressing. Yeah.
That's something for Jules, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is. I got myself on mute because my dog's barking, but yeah, it's definitely.
So yeah, 6 weeks left of this, and then over the weekend I bought my next program. So I'm doing Matt Wenning's hypertrophy program. So much volume. So much volume.
It's going to be a 900 rep warm up.
Yeah. I'm going, I don't think I've done anything over 5 reps in this program for the last 9 weeks. And then I'll be going up to.
You've done anything over 5 reps for the last 4 years.
Every now and again.
It's only bicep curls and lateral raises.
Yeah.
Every Friday he does more than 5 reps. That's it.
Oh,
yeah,
in that,
do 6 pull-ups on Friday, and he just tapped out and went home and didn't even say goodbye to us.
He didn't say goodbye. He just left.
He did the classic Simon just walks out the door. We saw him packing up. I was like, he's leaving. He's definitely just going to walk out the door. And he just walked out the door. Didn't even say goodbye.
He has an aura about him, though.
And he just left.
We all know it, and nobody says anything.
It was so stuffy in there, and I was still sick, so I didn't really want to be in there.
He just gets his back, puts everything in it, and just walks out the door, and we're just looking. See you, Simon. Just bye, mate. Mid-session.
Yeah. Oh well.
So
what program are you doing, Ryan?
I'm currently doing the first week of the members program. I'm still following on with that, but I'm going to make an about turn and do a bit of the old Joe D SB 911 program. It is the season for SB 911. What is Strong Bastard 911? No, 911. I think it's supposed to be called, not 911. It's nothing to do with 911 itself.
Yeah, why is it 911?
Call for help.
All the numbers you could pick.
911, isn't that the police number?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's because you got to call for help when you're doing it.
Because you're such a strong bastard.
Yeah, strong bastard. Call
Please
for help.
help. I'm so strong.
This is the Forever Strong program, so it's very joint friendly, and it's got a lot of interesting things like
So you can smoke joints while you're doing the program.
Yes, well, I don't know. talk to your mates, mate. But yeah, it's got a couple of things like they reverse program for this. So something they do for the older guys that they've talked about quite a lot in trying to training for a lifetime. They talk about reversing the program. So they have the last thing they do is their heavy lift, and everything else is put up in front. So it's like your whole program is a warm up, and then you get to your main lift. So you get there and you might be a little bit, if you've never done it before, you feel a little bit crappy the first couple of times you do it. But after that, you build up so much work capacity and you feel quite good. You got a bit of a pump on when you're going into your bench and your squat. You feel quite strong. So
it's very similar to Matt Wenning.
Similar to the
warming.
The wedding warm up, yeah, where it's like do 1,000 million reps and stuff like that and go from there. So it's all about that joint restore and health. Train forever is the kind of motto of it. So looking forward to doing it. I quite like a strong bastard every time it comes out every year. So this is the new version. So I'm looking forward to giving it a crack.
I did an isolation like the last one.
Yeah, you did. Did you do the Forever Strong or did you do Strong Bastard?
No, the Strong Bastard one. Yeah, the original one that I bought last year or the year before.
Yeah, so they were saying the other day that on their podcast that just came out on the weekend or last week, they were saying that Strong Bastard was like the one they did to build muscle and everything like that. Like it was very much a body composition program for them, like trying to make you like a jacked athlete, like they train their athletes. And the Forever Strong one is like they've taken that and said, okay, let's apply this to guys who want to train forever and go like that. So it's quite interesting from like I've done both. So I've done Forever Strong last year when it first came out, and I've done SB 911, the original one as well. And the difference is quite cool. But yeah, it always gets a wicked bit of results on it. I quite enjoy it. So
I want to be a jacked athlete.
Me too.
Everyone, that's the dream.
Just one jacked leg, jacked upper body.
You just need one jack. No, because then you can compete in multi-class. You just say, no, my calf doesn't grow, bro.
Yeah, I wonder if I could do. I know there's a thing. Once you've had a certain amount of surgeries, you can play wheelchair basketball. And I've had 2 major surgeries, so I don't know if I.
Was it the Spanish team or something? They played in the wheelchair Olympics, and none of them were like
no, they're actually wheelchair
keys or anything.
Yeah, I think that's
maybe.
the thing. It's like
yeah, I don't know why.
Like, get them to play wheelchair rugby, because have you seen wheelchair rugby?
Oh, wheelchair rugby is one of
from the waist down to play wheelchair rugby. Like
wheelchair rugby is insane.
Wasn't it called
like
murder ball?
Cavalry charges at each other, just like they're just. But you're not paralysed before you get into it. You're going to be paralysed afterwards.
Yeah,
it's a pretty mental sport. Anyway, moving on from before we get in trouble with the disabled community, and transitioning on to Adam's favourite topic. So, Adam, what movie did you watch? Well, I haven't actually watched this movie, so I'm interested to see how you found it.
Yeah, well, have you watched it, Simon and Jules?
Yeah,
I've seen it.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Yeah, like obviously I don't know many movies, but I didn't think it was that good. Like it was a good movie to watch, but I didn't think it was anything special, and it was kind of just nothing really happened the whole movie, and then the last maybe 5 minutes, then it's just like hectic.
It's a good
classic Quentin Tarantino for like a couple minutes
to the max,
and then the rest. The rest is kind of just So I feel like
not a great review of the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, like if you haven't watched it, don't waste your time, but like if you don't really want to watch it,
I don't even remember the ending.
It's just like when
we can't.
Knowing you, Simon, you probably fell asleep.
Because that's also like, some people, they watch a movie and they're like, oh, if I'm not really enjoying it, I just stop watching it. I'll miss like the only good part of the movie, which is like the last 5 minutes. But I do remember hearing like from some reviews that like it was kind of like that. Like nothing really happened until the end.
It's a very it's like a very meta movie. Like there's a lot of things that it's throwing shade at or like referencing. So if you're kind of not,
It does like referencing the pop culture, like
the whole movie, like the whole last half of the
pop
movie,
culture as well, and all those movies.
exactly.
Like,
Yeah, like the whole last half of the movie is like their take on the Manson family cult story. And if you don't understand it, then it's kind of just goes straight over your head, I guess. So
yeah, I guess that was me.
so how many hops?
What?
How many hops?
Yeah, maybe like 2.5.
Our worst rated movie
2.5
yet.
and 3. Yeah,
Oh,
2.5, 3.
That's a sting.
Yeah, it
2.5.
wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't very
Two and a
hard.
half hops for Brad Pitt. Who's the other guy in it? Brad Pitt and who? DiCaprio. Oh, that's like.
I feel like the acting was pretty good. Like,
well, didn't they both get like Oscars for?
Brad Pitt got best supporting actor, I think.
Yeah.
Like overall, the whole acting and everything was good, but I just feel like it was just a whole lot of not much happening.
Nice. Well, saying that, not a lot happening in sport either, is there, Jules?
No, I mean, not really. No, actually, it's kind of a good segue.
What do you mean? It's the NBA playoffs. Come on, guys.
So,
okay, nothing really happening in any of the sports that most of the world care about.
So here we go. Sport. Quickly, I forgot to talk about it last week.
The trigger. Look at it.
The World's Strongest Man competition for 2020. It's going to be in Florida, November 11th.
That we all follow deeply. The rest of the whole world.
Strong man.
Not a fringe sport at all.
They have officially announced there'll be no fans in attendance. No big surprises there. And then the field,
Thor.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say the field of competitors is quite slim this year. There's no Thor. Obviously, no Eddie Hall. They're both retired. Brian Shaw and Robert Oberst would probably be the two biggest names, and most people still probably
they're US athletes anyway, so they're definitely going to be able to go.
And there is an Australian man on the list of competitors named Eddie Williams. I actually don't know who that is. I don't know if you guys do, but he's qualified for the World's Strongest Man. So
if Brian Shaw wins that, he would have most wins ever.
I'm not sure. Would
there be like an asterisk against it though?
Well,
like the NBA
Eddie Hall
playoffs.
retired.
Yeah,
so.
and all the other sports
so
this year.
is like on 7 and Shaw's on 6, I'm pretty sure. So he'll tie.
Yes. And the guy that won last year, Martin Lachise, I don't really know anything about him, but he's competing again. So
maybe Shaw might not win, but.
So it's definitely no sure thing.
Like, if it's in America and most people can't get there, Brian Shaw's going to just win because he's just going to turn up.
That's it. Over to rugby. Again, I just Googled rugby results. And here's what came up. Nothing. A lot of articles. Man arrested and charged after allegedly attacking 12-year-old boy at rugby game. Okay. Hang on. Give me a second here.
I'll give you one result. I watched the Queensland Reds versus the Western Force on Friday night.
Did the Western Force lose again?
They got absolutely pumped.
Okay.
Shout out to Jack Hardy on the Queensland Reds for killing it.
Oh, yep. I found the results.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I went to school with Jack. I'm good mates.
Oh, really? So he's a WA kid?
WA boy. He was in the Western Force Academy and then got a contract
with the Reds.
With the Reds. So then
awesome. Good for him.
That's so against his old mob.
And he's come back again. He tore his ACL last year, and he's back playing now. So
good for him.
That's great to hear. I like that.
Yeah. Good for him. And then so that happened, 57-5 for the Reds. And then whichever team is BRU, Brumbies, maybe.
Yeah, the Brumbies.
They beat WAR, which is the Waratahs.
The Waratahs.
The Waratahs, 38-11. Super Rugby. Why is there only 2 games a week? Is there only 4 teams?
There's 5 teams.
Oh.
So one team gets a bye. So the Rebels
have more teams.
It's because they do have more teams. The Super Rugby competition as a whole, as its original conception, is South Africa, Australia, and New Zealand. New Zealand have finished up. South Africa, I don't even know if they decided to do anything. And so, they've got their own little conferences this year, and they're using the conferences as their league. If that makes
I
sense.
see.
I think the plan is to turn it almost into like a Champions League kind of deal. So they play their conference,
Oh, and then the winners kind of.
top two go and
Yeah,
play.
yeah.
And I think they're going to try and include like a team from the Japanese league.
Yeah, wasn't Japan in Super Rugby last year, or is that different?
Yeah, they were, but they're not a part of the Japanese Rugby Union. They're privately funded. So the problem is there, like they just ran out of money
Yeah.
because they're not funded by a government. They're publicly funded or like privately funded, owned. So they just run out of money. So I think the idea they're trying to get is like they have a Pacific Island team that they were trying to incorporate anyway. So they'll go two teams from South Africa. If South Africa even gets invited to come back, because rumour is that they're going to join the Northern Hemisphere guys because of time zones. So you'll have Japan, Australia, New Zealand, and maybe Pacific Island all come together and have a bash out.
Wow.
Well, it would be
There you
pretty.
go.
That'd be pretty
sick.
sick.
Yeah.
In the basketball, tomorrow there's a few games. The Magic and the Bucks. Milwaukee leads the series 2-1. Adam, who you got?
Milwaukee's going to kill them.
There you go. We've
Yeah,
got game
well,
4.
Badgers still in?
Huh?
Shut
Are
up
the
about
Badgers
Badgers.
We've got
Actually,
the
no, Brooklyn
Rockets
got
versus
knocked
the
out.
Thunder. Game 4. Houston leads the series 2-1. Adam?
Probably Houston.
Yeah, right. The Heat and the Indiana Pacers. Miami 3-0. Does that mean the series ends tomorrow if the Miami win?
Yep.
Oh, Miami going to eliminate the Pacers. Back to Indiana for them. We've got the Trailblazers and the Lakers. LA leads the series 2-1. LA going to go again?
Yeah, I want Blazers to win, but reality is probably not going to happen.
Then we got the Nuggets and the Jazz. Utah leading 3-1. Does that mean that Jazz is going to eliminate the Nuggets?
Most likely. Denver hasn't been playing very well.
And then we got a tied series. The Clippers and the Mavericks. Oh boy. What's the story?
So Luka Doncic, who is 21 years old, I think I'm a month older than him, which is super depressing. He's like second-year player from I can't remember where in Europe, but
Croatia.
he's absolutely killing it. I think he might be Croatia. No,
That's a guess.
I don't know.
Serbia.
And he scored 43 points today, triple-double, and hit the game winner as a second-year player.
What? A triple-double? What's a triple-double?
So that's when you get like over 10 in 3 statistical categories. So he got more than 10 points, more than 10 rebounds, and more than 10 assists.
Do people do triples?
Well, that would be shit because you only got 3 of 3 things.
I don't get it either, right?
Triple-double is double. You're talking double digits, right?
Double digits, yeah.
Yeah, so
the chances of no one's ever going to score
triples.
100 points, 100 rebounds. I mean, if someone did that, that'd be news.
Then, yes, that is the basketball. Big games. Then we got AFL. Another big weekend.
Talking about AFL.
Yeah, we're still talking about AFL. We had another big week in footy. Alrighty, let's read. So, Port beat Hawthorn by 10 points. Hawthorn fairly competitive, but they're just a little bit off the pace, unfortunately. We got Gold Coast lost to Carlton. You hate to see Carlton continue to win. I hate Carlton now. I hope they lose every game for the rest of the year. The Doggies beat Melbourne. Melbourne, guess what, boys?
What?
Cooked. Melbourne are cooked. Absolute pretenders. They flog everyone on the bottom of the ladder and then they puff their chests out. They come up against the Doggies, who are the 7th ranked team, so they're not even a top team, and they got absolutely poleaxed. Richmond beat Essendon in. So every year the AFL does Dreamtime at the G. So obviously it's Sir Doug Nicholls' Indigenous round. So it's the round where they pay tribute to all the Indigenous players, past and present. Obviously they play it at the G every year under lights. It's a really big deal. They have a lot of sort of like ceremonial Indigenous things before the game gets underway. It's like one of the biggest fixtures of the year. Obviously they can't play in Melbourne at the moment, so they did Dreamtime in Darwin.
Yeah, I heard they might move it forever to the Northern Territory. What I reckon is a good idea.
I do too. I do too. So obviously in the crowd, I keep saying obviously like you guys all know, in the crowd in Darwin, there was a large like Indigenous population that had come out to watch. Essendon debuted a young Indigenous player that's been on their list for quite a while, who's got the best name in footy of all time. His name is Irving Mosquito. So Irving Mosquito debuted, and he kicked 2 goals. One of them was an absolute belter, and the Darwin crowd was just so up and about for their Indigenous heroes. It's just it's cool. I really like to see it. So that was a good game. Essendon went down by 2 goals, some dodgy free kicks in that one as well. The AFL really needs to sort the umpiring out. I'm not going to rant again, but yeah, I don't like the umpiring. The Dockers flogged Sydney on Saturday night. It was a fairly boring game, but not often do you get to see the Dockers just close the door on a team and kind of, it was like a shutout really. The Swans were never in it. So good to see Freo up and about. Geelong flogged Adelaide. Adelaide's still winless for the season. I think their coach is the first coach ever to go 0-12 in his first 12 games at the top league. Yeah, look, not good.
That's rough.
I don't know. I think the Suns did it.
No, they didn't actually. So the Heat, I think he is the first. Brisbane beat the Saints by 2 points. The Eagles beat the Giants. The Eagles are running pretty smoothly, which you also hate to see. Yeah, and that's sport. I guess, boys, quick extra segment. We didn't talk about this, but the Adelaide Crows, they're 0-12. They haven't even looked like winning a game all year. There's only 5 games left for the year. Oh, they're 0-13, I think. There's only 4 games or 5 games left for the year for the Crows. How do you switch an athlete's mentality to not become a self-fulfilling prophecy that they think they're going to lose every week and then they kind of make it come true? You guys ever been part of any losing teams?
Athletes, they're supposed to go out there every time and play.
Yeah, but you could see how they would get in their own head, right? Like getting flogged every week. And what would the coach do to get them up and about?
They're professional athletes, but
are they getting absolutely flogged, or are they competitive?
Oh, they're very rarely competitive. Yesterday was probably
the new guys in.
Hey?
Cut them and bring the new guys in.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going to have to do. Well, that was their best game of the year on the weekend. They lost by 4.5 goals, so that's kind of the closest they've been.
Oh, then build on that. They obviously know they're not a winning team, yeah? So they're probably not even focusing on winning games. They're probably focusing on just improving stats, yeah?
Probably, yeah.
Realistically. So you're looking at markers that aren't result-driven. You're looking at your markers that you can control, yeah? So they'll probably go, okay, what was our percentage kick rate? Has that improved? Has, the amount of disposal, the movement around the park improved? Yes, sweet. Okay, we're not a top quality side right now, but at the end of the day, if they're getting flogged all the time, they should be looking at other factors anyway that are, solely them related.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys probably don't know this, but Adelaide had they lost the grand final in 2017. So they were the best team all year by a country mile. They lost the grand final to Richmond. And then after that, they undertook this really strange sort of pre-season approach where they got all the players together and they went to this camp. And it was a wellness camp that was run by an external body. And at the camp, it's been really quiet, but the camp was an absolute disaster. And apparently it negatively affected a lot of the players. The rumor is that they were forced to listen to the Richmond theme song that they sang to celebrate the grand final on repeat. So it was a really weird mental thing and they have been atrocious since then. They haven't even been anywhere near it. So
if they were already the best team, why didn't they just take the same approach?
Mate,
that's obviously you fell in the grand final.
They're looking for winning differences. They obviously think that they're the best team, and they go, okay, what failed us in this thing? And the staff have had a look at it and gone, okay, we need to work on a mentality thing. Because Richmond back then were the team that just won stuff.
Yeah, it's a bit of a culture
thing. That's peak and stuff like that, isn't it? Those guys would just win. They turn up and they just win stuff. So, I guess they just went, maybe they got a bit overwhelmed by the moment and we need to work on our mental stuff. So next year we'll come back and that won't be a problem anymore. They've obviously done that and they've absolutely freaking cooked it.
They did. They absolutely cooked it. Adam, you ever been a part of a losing team?
Cooked.
Simon, what do you reckon? You're very
Poor Adam keeps
Adam, I'm coming back to you, but I want to hear Simon's thoughts.
I don't follow AFL. I've got no idea what's happening.
No, it's not related to AFL. It's related to a team, and that's losing. How do you change that mentality? Wisdom from Simon.
I'm not a team athlete. You're a team. They're experienced in team sport.
Okay, well, as an individual athlete who should be good enough to win, but has been in a slump. How do you change that mentality? It's a wonderful insight.
Hey, I'm done. Like, you criticised me at the start. I'm done.
We've got the quiz coming up yet.
Yeah, no, I'm done.
All right, let's get off sport. Let's get to the quiz before Simon just bails out the conversation. So, question number 1. Mentioned at the start, how far down from Ryan's house in North Perth to North Fremantle did he get? Name the suburb.
I'm going to say Cottesloe.
Ooh. Which way? Do you go coast?
Not telling you.
I reckon he's cut through. I reckon you were sort of somewhere near Claremont Quarter. I reckon you're in Claremont.
Simon?
Nedlands.
Claremont it was. Yes, indeed. Thank you.
Let's go.
Question number 2.
That's bang on halfway as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's halfway. That's why we're going into the next question. Did Ryan sleep at the gym or drive home?
Yeah, that's a tough one because you're halfway. Like, do you just keep going?
No, this is
Sleep
10. You went home, surely.
Yeah, you would have gone home surely because you've got like 10:50. You still have a chance for a 4 hours sleep.
Yeah.
Simon?
Went home.
I did go home. Everyone gets a point.
Yes.
Now to the actual quiz. What is Usain Bolt's 100-meter world record time?
Oh dear, I'm not good at this stuff.
9.52.
Yeah, it's in the night.
Closest will win. So, Adam, you're 9.52.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 9.3, a little bit quicker.
Simon?
Actually, no, I fucked it anyway.
9.56.
Simon gets it with 9.56. The time was 9.58.
Damn.
Be slow.
Next question. Which English footballer has famously never given... How's he never given a yellow card? Simon?
Never been given?
I'm guessing it's never been given a yellow card because he can't give out yellow cards. He's a player.
Famous English footballer.
Never received them.
He's never got a yellow card.
I don't even know any footballers.
Apparently, it's famous, Simon. So for someone who knows a bit about the old football, I assume you'd famously know. He's quite a famous dude.
David Beckham.
David Beckham.
No. Fucking David Beckham used to get yellow cards all the time.
Yeah, well, he's English and he's the only soccer player.
Do we get another guess or are we cooked?
You can have another guess because I feel sorry for you. Simon, you're only getting one guess.
Wayne Rooney.
What sort of time period are you looking at?
I can't tell you, but he is alive.
I'm
And
going to say Wayne Rooney.
Very prominent on the televisions.
Wayne Rooney.
I got no idea.
Adam, any guesses?
I'm still rolling with David Beckham.
Okay, well, it's not David Beckham. It's not Wayne Rooney. It's
Not Gary Lineker, is it?
It's Gary Lineker.
Who the hell is Gary Lineker?
Never heard of him in my life.
How many times has Roger Federer won the French Open?
Oh.
6.
Closest will win.
8. It's probably like 20 or something.
The French Open.
The French Open.
2.
Simon wins. It is 1.
Oh.
Oh, what?
Oh,
The
jeez.
French one's the one that Nadal always kicks his butt in.
Oh, is that the clay courts?
Yeah,
Yeah, but
that's-
Simon's
that was
basically
Spain.
from France, so that doesn't count.
Simon, you're acing this quiz, mate.
Hey, it's 2-2, and Adam's on 1.
No, Simon's got 3.
I say someone's got 3.
Oh, God damn it.
All right, here we go. Oh, my God. Who is the only player to have scored in the Premier League, Championship, League One, League Two, Conference, FA Cup, League Cup, Football League Trophy, FA Cup, Champions League, Europa League, Scottish Premier League, Scottish Cup, and Scottish League Cup?
I'm going to say Ronaldo.
God.
No, the Scottish is the giveaway. Ronaldo never played in Scotland.
Someone
Ronaldo
Collins.
never played in Scotland. He never ever played in League One either, so
What's League One anyway, hey?
that's the lower divisions.
I have no idea. That Australian guy that plays in the Scottish League. What's his name? Moy. That's my answer.
Do you want me just to banter this question off? Simon, you got a guess?
Oh, I got no idea.
Isn't that? I don't even know who it is. Heptathlon.
Oh, yeah.
That's his name.
Yeah, that's his name.
That's an Olympic event. That's not a name.
Yeah, well, that's his name. So, anyway, moving on swiftly from that one. Oh, hang on. No, it's not. I've looked at the wrong answer. That's an answer for later. We're going to have to skip question 6. His name is Gary Hooper.
Oh.
Oh, that was my next guess.
Anyway, all right, we're going to move on to, what are we on? We've got 3 for Simon, 2 for Jules.
Yeah.
1 for me.
And 1 for Komatsu-san.
All right, we've got 2 more questions. Which country did F1 legend Ayrton Senna come from?
Anton Senna.
Oh,
There's got to be a clue in the name, doesn't there?
Senna.
Is that a...
Simon knows this, that's why he's not answering.
Does he?
oh.
Simon's a grub. How does he know everything?
Well, there's no point me even answering because if Simon knows it, then I can't win.
I might be wrong.
Anton. Sounds like Portuguese or something. Anton what? Senna? How do you
Senna.
spell that?
SENNA or is it 1 N?
There's either a movie or documentary on him.
There's one. There's one.
There's 2! Oh, no, sorry, no, it's not. I've read the wrong question again.
I reckon I don't know. Anton.
I think
Senna is SENNA.
There's like 40 UFC fighters from Brazil called Anton, so I'm going to say Brazil.
I think it's Spanish.
Simon.
I'm going to say Brazil as well. That's where
He
I'm
is
going.
Brazil. He is from Brazil.
Oh, Simon had to go. Simon robbed my answer, the grub.
Well done, Jules. Good work. Okay, here we go. The final question.
Heptathlon.
The final question. Who are Man United playing where Eric Cantona leaped into the crowd and kicked a fan?
No. I don't know.
I bet
It'll be one of the
that's
big
right.
clubs, surely. Do you know this, Simon?
Oh, it's between 2 clubs.
Simon, you should probably know this.
Maybe it was a heated rivalry, like against Manchester City or something.
No.
No? Okay, thanks. I don't know. Some shit team. Stoke. I want to say Stoke.
You're going to say Stoke?
Yeah.
For everyone's entertainment, there will be a YouTube video of Eric Cantona kicking a guy in the face for afterwards.
I'll say Crystal Palace, but I might be
What
wrong.
was your other guess,
Well,
Simon?
Simon, we'll find out in a second with Jules. But Adam, what are you saying, mate?
Simon's other guess.
What was Simon's other guess?
He's
No,
giving
ask him.
himself
What was your other guess, Simon?
Leeds.
that
Leeds?
team. That's my guess.
Let's find out.
Stoke.
Yeah, Crystal Palace, yeah.
Harden was making his way down the touchline when suddenly he leapt over the fence and plunged at a fan. His teammates tried to calm supporters as the Frenchman was led away by Stewart, obviously still very angry.
Can we see it?
In slow
How
motion,
cool.
so he attempted a sort of...
Oh, that was a sweet chin music.
Yeah, you got like 9 months in jail.
Yeah, you got put in jail for the video.
As he probably should.
It's not that bad, is it?
No.
Yeah, right. Remember that Umbro brand? That Umbro brand was cool.
Umbro. You can't remember that, Umbro. Look at that. Bang! Studs up
It
and
was a
everything.
whole classic WOG brand.
And Everlast.
Yeah.
Studs up, everything. There you
Oh,
go.
he came back. Eric Cantona, Return of the King. Let's go.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
So, Simon? Thank you for playing the quiz this week. You are the quiz champion. Oh, hang on. I've got to pause YouTube.
Oh,
There we go. Congratulations, Simon. How does it feel?
Oh, amazing.
With that, I'd like to say to everyone, stay safe, stay strong, stay connected, and boys.
Be formidable.
Oh, well done.
That was
Well
better.
done.
That was the closest we've come to being in sync.
That's it. You did it. I can sound by that now for every other time. Goodbye.